Hello, and welcome back to Blind Chess, where we watch the blind guy, that's me, try to play chess. I'm not completely blind, but I've always been legally blind, but it was correctable with vision. I was like, 20/3000 kind of vision. Pretty much blind if I didn't have my glasses or contacts in. But then I got cataracts and went completely blind, and I was already kind of having trouble, but then I quit smoking and switched to vape, and the glycol in the vape within a few months made it to where I couldn't even drive, and I couldn't even see a sandwich to put mayonnaise on the sandwich or anything. Like, I couldn't see anything, and I'm a slightly better than that. Like, for a while I couldn't even play chess, and I tried to play without even being able to see at all, and my rating dropped down from like 1900s to like the 1200s at certain points, and it was very frustrating. But it's been about a year, and I'm still very, very visually impaired, but definitely sorry, working here with my seat, but I'm definitely better off, and I have these eye drops that are making it seems to make it slowly better, to where nowhere near being able to drive yet, but I can sort of cross the street, kind of. Not I mean, I shouldn't, but I do. And at the light during the day, at night it's a little easier, but definitely it's gotten better, because for a while I couldn't even cross the street. So I would just walk to Jack in the Box, and that's about it. And that was a doozy. Like, that was danger zone. But it's, starting to get better. So we're going to... And it got to the point where I thought I could play some chess. So we're going to post videos and play chess and watch as my eyesight gets better, and also my chess gets better, because I should be... I kind of, when you don't use it, you lose it. So I forgot, or at least when it comes to speed chess, you really have to have your ducks in a row, so to speak. So it doesn't take much for your speed chess to go
pawn captures e4
south quickly.
Knight captures e4.
But I've played for a couple weeks now, and I'm kind of building it back up from like 1300 to
Queen captures e4.
1449 is what we're sitting at right now. So here we have a Caro Khan, and they went with the standard yada yada. Now I'm got this. We're gonna go like this. He's gonna go like this. We're gonna step off to here.
Knight d7.
Everything's gonna be great.
Pawn d4. Queen f4.
I guess I could try to castle queen side here. I could go this way. Whoops. It's his turn, right? Yep. We got good time on the clock. That's the toughest thing, is when you're just getting back into it. Another thing is just the speed of it all, keeping up with the clock. But I highly recommend 5-minute, 5-second time control, because that gives you, makes the games quick, so you can
Queen d5.
get a lot of games in there. But it also, all right. So I want to, this antagonizes you to play this. But, oh, he's looking maybe to go check here. What is his follow up here? Anything? He's got bishop to here. Whoops. I mean, bishop to here. Huh. Yeah, bishop to here is looking kind of weird. I feel like I need a response for that. He also tried to check me there, which isn't a big deal. Just something I should think about. Let's go ahead and go like this.
Pawn c4.
It's assertive. If he checks me here and then goes here after I go here, attacking that square, I could just castle. Which is, you know, a little on the ballsy side, but not really, because we have a good, you know, good head start in development at that point. It's definitely safer to go king side, though. But I think if I stop wasting too much time and just play, this guy's seems like he's gonna take a long time to think. We could get him under some time pressure. Hopefully he'll make a mistake.
Queen e4 check.
Okay, cool.
Queen captures e4. Bishop d3.
Attack the knight. We've got a good lead in development. With the queens off the board, our king is relatively safe. We have a strong lead in development at this point.
Bishop
oh, he
f5.
goes there. If we castle, you gonna come in there. Let's just, yeah, I guess, let's
Castles
castle.
king side.
Oh, we kind of hang a pawn there, but, well, not really. I could just take. So if he goes like here or even here, yep,
Knight
that.
g3.
We'll just take that.
Bishop captures f5.
Okay.
Knight captures f5.
Then I don't know. Let's go like this. We'll defend like this. We'll bring our rook over here. We already got one defender. He can castle in and be attacking us with his rook here. He doesn't do that. Well, let's just go
Bishop
here.
b2.
This is not the best, I don't think, here, but we'll live with it. We're overprotected here. Now his bishop can come into places like this. Which is fine. Takes away this.
Castles queenside.
Castles queenside. Okay, so we're going to say, since we can't put our guy there, we're going to put this guy right here.
Rook fd1.
We're going to play on the queen side where we have a 4-3 kind of, a little bit of a majority there.
Bishop E7.
Bishop E7. So he's looking to go there. But we can go here.
Knight
And
E5.
attack that, threatening the fork. And what's he gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Rook HF8.
Rook HF8. Okay, cool. Let's see here. All right. Getting some bad vibes about this position, and it's probably time to move, so I don't know. I want to move some of these pawns here, but I don't see a lot we can do. Let's just move the freaking pawn.
Pawn G4. Knight D6. Pawn F4.
Let's get going downhill. And if he does that, then he takes away a good square for his bishop, so that doesn't look that great. If he goes here, then we have this guy very well defended. We could also think about peeling off this way, attacking this, which is
Pawn F6.
yeah, cool. So he does that. So I guess the best square is back to here. Yeah.
Knight F3.
Seems good. Now that is loose.
Knight F7.
Cool. Let's go like
Rook
that.
E1.
He can attack this though, too. Push, we take, he takes, we take. A lot of taking. He can't push. But I would, if I were him, I'd probably just play this because we can't. Well, I guess we could defend that, but
King D7.
cool.
Rook A D1. Bishop D6. Bishop C1.
All right. Here we go.
Rook F E8.
Rook Fe8. Right. Right.
King F2. King C7.
Cool.
Pawn H3. Pawn E5. Pawn captures e5. Pawn captures e5. Knight captures e5. Bishop c5 check. King f3. Rook captures d1.
And he messed up. Minute.
Bishop d6.
Oh, okay.
Knight d3. Rook f8 check. King g2.
Fair enough.
Rook e8. Rook e1. Rook f8. Bishop e3. Rook f7. Rook f1. Rook e7. Bishop f4. Rook e2 check. Rook f2. Rook captures f2 check. King captures f2.
So we're totally
Bishop
winning here.
captures f4.
I mean, this is just crushing.
Knight captures f4.
No problemo.
King d6. King e3.
Yep. All right, now what we do is we go and we review. We review our chess.
Some good positional play let you seize the advantage in the middle game.
Nice. That means that was a really boring game.
Pawn e4.
So
Knight
this
f3.
is good.
Pawn d5.
The reason you play
Pawn
here
captures
is
e4.
because if he plays here,
Knight f6.
this
Queen e2.
is
Knight
checkmate.
bd7.
That's the beauty
Knight
of it.
d6
Because
checkmate.
a lot of times if they haven't seen that
Knight
before, they'll
d6.
just snap that move off.
Checkmate. Knight bd7. Queen e2. Knight captures e4.
So
Queen
here, what was
captures
good?
e4.
C4, right.
Knight d7. Knight
And
f6.
then here, bishop d3.
Queen d5.
Yep, bishop d3, attacking the
Pawn
knight.
c4. Queen e4
Comes at
check.
it like that. Knight
Knight
h4.
captures e4.
Okay.
Bishop d3.
G4 or king to
Bishop
e2.
f5.
All right. So I just castled,
Castles kingside.
which isn't that great, but it's okay.
Knight g3. Bishop captures f5.
So
Pawn b3.
anything
Knight
exciting
captures
here?
f5.
Nothing. Yeah, G4 was sticking out like a sore thumb. You know, that gets things going, which I think we...
Pawn b3. Pawn e6.
Yeah, this is not great. Like,
Bishop
remember I was
b2.
saying, this is not the
Castles
greatest.
queenside. Rook fd1.
Oh, hello. Why is that so bad?
Castles queenside.
G4, knight h6, G5, knight f5, knight e5, rook g8. Huh. So what's so awful about what I did?
Rook fd1.
It's a miss. So it's not like a bad move, it's just a missed opportunity. Well, makes it kind of a bad move, but
Castles queen
so
side.
we got him coming
Pawn G4.
like this way. Well, couldn't he
Knight
go just go that
D6.
way? I don't know.
Pawn C5. Knight B5.
Yeah, I don't know. Just because we get to push him around so much, I guess.
Pawn
Wow.
G4. Castles queen side. Bishop B2. Castles queen side. Bishop E7. Knight E5. Rook HF8. Pawn G4. Knight D6. Pawn F4. Pawn F6. Knight F3. Knight F7. Rook E1. Rook A1. Bishop D6. Bishop C1. Rook FE8. King F2.
F5. Oh,
Pawn
okay.
H3.
That's
Pawn
pretty good
E5.
there because now he's got this
Pawn
isolated
captures
pawn,
E5.
and we have these
Pawn
3
captures
guys.
E5.
That's
Pawn
definitely a
F5.
good thing. Alright, so we're learning.
Pawn captures E5.
Instead, I went like this.
Knight captures E5. Bishop C5 check.
Yeah, and that was bad
King
on his...
F3. Rook captures
Because now
D1.
here, he can't recapture. He can't play that
Rook
because then
captures
I just
E5.
played this,
Bishop F4.
which isn't that great for him. I mean, he'd have to go
Bishop
like
F4.
this.
Bishop D6.
And then I'm
Bishop
rocking and
captures
rolling.
E5.
All my pawns are on light squares
King E4.
against his dark squared bishop, so that's good. So, that wasn't the most exciting game. Here, let's listen to... I was listening to some stuff about Isaac Cappy.
We are
If you haven't heard
live
about Isaac
with the
Cappy,
Phoenix Enigma. Corey
he's a
and
very
Alicia
interesting
back
story.
after
And Corey and
many
Alicia,
years
captures
with such an
E5.
important story
are-
that has gone even bigger.
these guys
In
are
the meantime,
have met
this
because of
story
Isaac
starts,
Cappy's...
You know, back then it was huge about the Epstein files and Cappy, but now it's gone.
Yeah, he
bigger
was like
than
a
ever, so
whistleblower,
it was
and then he
definitely a
ended up
good time
dead,
to get the guys on and do a part 2.
and it was sad.
And Corey, many of the viewers, you know, they're not familiar with
So
you
given what's
guys
going on
and
with
your
the Epstein
incredible work.
stuff,
Pawn
So
E4.
before we get
It's
into
back
it
in-
and
you know,
update, you know, the story,
Pawn
Isaac
E5.
Cappy
alright,
is
just
coming back up
explain,
Knight
here.
C3.
you know,
What have I
what got you
done?
into this activism and
Okay,
Isaac Cappy, etc.
let's go Knight F3,
Knight
Knight
F6.
F6. I mean,
Well,
F4.
it's going to come at us.
Pawn D5.
My name's Corey. Real life name is Corey
Pawn
Daniel.
captures E5.
I am a
Knight captures
professional
E4.
certified interpretive guide here in Arizona.
Knight F3.
I didn't know Isaac Cappy. I had seen some guy with the hair on YouTube once or twice, ranting and raving, yelling, and it's about all I knew about him.
Knight
and at the
C6.
time, it was kind of a crazy time in my life. We've all had crazy times in
I
our
think
life.
that's playable.
And
We have this defended.
I was guiding. I was driving to the Grand Canyon a couple
If he
times a week.
takes, then
In any
we
case,
get to knock
on
around
the day
that
that Isaac
guy.
died, May 13th, 2019, I was on a tour. And I know
Pawn
right exactly
D4.
where I was
Pawn
because at the
D4,
time it was
just
a
like
scheduled
that.
tour from Phoenix to the Grand Canyon. I drove under the bridge about 9:26, somewhere between 9:20 and 9:30, probably around 9:26ish, 25, somewhere in there. And it was a normal day. There was no accidents. There was nothing going on at all. Finished my whole entire tour, came home the next day. My phone blew up because at the time I was making YouTube videos about occultism and about Hollywood and all the bad stuff that goes on in Hollywood, things that Isaac was covering. And I made a video saying, well, people blew up my phone and they were going on and on about oh my God, Isaac, he's gone, you know? And people started calling me, asking me if I could investigate it because I live in Arizona. So I dug in.
Bishop B4.
I contacted the girl who worked at the gas station right where Isaac
I'd say his
crossed
best
over,
move here
put it
is
way,
that.
For YouTube algorithms here. I met the guy and spoke with him. I didn't meet him. I spoke with the guy that accidentally ran over Isaac. I got very involved. I got into the family Lamborghesa. I met all of Isaac's friends, people he was field sourcing information to, consolidating it and running up his chain to the White House. I met his White House connection, the person who he was giving information to give to Trump's staff. And I learned a lot. About a lot.
Bishop D2.
I'll tell you
Okay,
what,
I like
in a lot
that.
of ways,
because
clearer
now we have the
Knight
two
captures
bishops.
D2.
back
Queen
then.
captures
There was
D2.
a fervor of
Captures
everything that was
there.
happening.
Okay.
A lot of conspiracy theories, a lot of disinformation, misinformation, bad actors, assets. I mean, I want to talk later about what's going on with Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens and the circus surrounding all that. I lived through that. I mean, in my opinion, Alicia, we talk about this quite a bit off air.
We have this guy to
It
here,
seems the Isaac
here.
Cappy
We could
situation
castle.
was like a
I
pre-run,
don't think
if
I'm
you will,
missing too
for
much
Charlie
here.
Kirk with this new type of psyop that they're doing. So that's how I got involved with it. You know, Alicia
I kind of like playing my
Isaac.
bishop out now.
Alicia was one of the last people to spend time with Isaac, and she was with him on Wednesday and Saturday, just prior.
We also have
to
something
his,
like this.
leaving this dimension. So in the course of the investigation, I met Alicia.
No, we
ended up
don't.
just falling in love.
You could just snap it
Saw her
off
for
with
the
his
first
bishop.
time
But I
on
kind of
Hollywood
like
Boulevard. Threw up against the
maybe
car, kissed her,
playing this guy
you know,
out
made her
because.
mine, brought her back to Arizona.
Oh no,
She
he doesn't
grew
have
here,
that
and
anymore.
We got
Okay.
married, and now we got a farm up
I was
in the
worried about the
highlands
Dark Square
of,
Bishop, but I just killed the
Arizona,
Dark Square
and,
Bishop. So
just making our way through life. We found each other thanks to Isaac, you know. So that's kind of us in a nutshell, and that's the recap on all that. Welcome any questions in the chat. Where are we streaming to today, by the way? Where are we live at, Sean?
Yeah, so presently we've got over 1,000 watching live on YouTube, X,
Hmm.
LinkedIn, and Facebook.
Not
and
sure.
Alicia is about to join us. So, hi Alicia, can you hear me okay?
I can hear
this
you. Can you hear
sound
me all
feels
right?
kind of
Bishop
weak,
B6.
but I'm just gonna play that.
Fine. So Corey was just talking, you know, about his history of how he got into this activism. Can you let viewers know your history as well, please?
Now we got to rattle off some moves quick.
My activism started a long
I'm just gonna play like
time
this in Castle Queenside.
in small private ways well
Bishop
before
B5.
I knew
Bishop
Isaac. I was
B5.
participating with some groups in America
Queen
here
D7.
who were helping girls get out of trafficking, and then I met Isaac and got involved with Isaac. Became
Castle's
friends
kingside.
and
Castle's Kingside.
had a few personal conversations
Pawn
with
A6.
him, and also
Bishop A4.
went to see him a few times in the week before he was no longer with us. And so it seemed important after what
Let's
happened
go this
to
way.
him to
Castle's queenside.
Now we got this pawn really well
Knight
defeated.
G5.
He's
speak up
coming
for
here.
people who stand up for the truth and don't see the next day to continue standing up for the truth, I guess you could say, because he was trying to do a right thing and a good thing, and he had his voice taken away from him. So, and then when you see that and you see the problems,
We're just running
Pawn
out of time.
H6.
what you're told about happened, and then you, like we have, investigated it and see other things, well, then you have to keep talking out because you have a burden of truth that
Knight captures E6.
becomes
Pawn
mandatory, I
captures
guess,
E6.
in doing the
Gotta
right
keep
thing
an eye
and
on
being
that. He's
properly
only
in
got it defended with his
conscience. So,
queen here.
for me, that's
But now we also have
how
to
I
keep an eye
knew
on
Corey
this
and I, of course, as he's
Queen
just
E3.
said,
Queen
we got
E3.
together and we
What is he
continued
thinking?
to work on it, and
Well,
information
it frees up his
continues
knight.
to come our way every now and
Let's
again.
just go
after you
this
air
guy.
Rook H8.
your replay of the show we did a few years ago. We
Pawn
had
A3.
quite a few people come to us with some interesting information, and so we've had
Bishop
some
A5.
phone calls just from even that. So this is why.
Yeah, we had some information come in.
This
just
is
like
looking
within
like a good
week
diagonal
of
for
your
our
last
Dark
airing
Squared
of
Bishop.
the show we did
at the
a few years
moment.
back. And somebody even sent us
Knight
an
E2.
audio recording. He called Isaac's old number, and the guy answered, and it sounded like Isaac. And we talked about that. Me and Alicia did privately. I mean, I don't know if I'm ready to share that yet, but we had someone else that called and mentioned that he knows what Isaac had, and the guy sounded pretty credible.
Bishop B6.
He knew things that we hold back. like any investigation, there's certain things Alicia and I've held back from the public, just so that when people approach us, things
King
will know whether they're
H1.
full of BS or not. And this guy is pretty credible, and the things he told us were pretty terrifying. What Isaac may have had, and if that's the case, it's
Queen E7.
We'll give
it
him
would be the
this.
evidence
I don't
right
even
now.
care.
It would be video proof.
If he wants to give up his dark
everything
prohibition.
that we're
Otherwise,
hearing
maybe we can
about
go
in the
here.
files that
We'll
have
never
been
get
coming out
that far with
as
it.
of January
Pawn
30th.
C3.
Okay.
With the Jeffrey Epstein files. So, and if what this guy is saying was true, then this would be, he said the faces were clear, the crimes and the deeds were clear, and Isaac had that. So, we finished tracking down some other people that kind of eluded us in the first year of the investigation.
Rook captures F1
It
check.
took me 2 years to track down
Rook
somebody else
captures
who had a lot
F1.
to
Trade
say,
down some
who
rooks.
Isaac saw
F8.
just prior to crossing over. And there's been a lot. There's certain things we can and can't say, but we've been to the FBI. We've
Rook
been to the Attorney
F3.
General's office of Arizona.
Rook captures
We've
F3.
tried our best to reopen
Cool.
the
We
case.
got
captures
pretty well
F3.
covered there.
Isaac's family isn't interested in doing it either. They just want it to go away. They want, kind of like, I kind of think him as like Seth Rich's parents. I never understood why Seth Rich's parents wouldn't want to get to the bottom of what happened to their son, but they just took the official narrative from the government and said, hey, that's
Knight
what it
D8.
is. And they've actively pushed everything else away. Maybe they just want closure. I'm not sure. I'm not here to judge them, but in any case, they're not helping with the investigation. So, it is where it's at right now. We have a lot of our own opinions and thoughts on things, but nothing 100% concrete. Just last night, we found some more stuff as well I got to look into that could open up some other avenues. So, I can get into some of the stuff if you like to talk about. But,
Bishop C2.
Yeah, let's just show the viewers
Queen
first
F7.
a little bit of Isaac himself speaking,
Mhm.
because some of
I
the
think this
viewers are
pretty
not
much
familiar,
forces a trade of queens.
with the kinds of things he said, and they're more pertinent than ever now, because it's all coming out. A lot of it in these files.
Not exactly,
We'll play a little
but
bit of this, and
Aren't you concerned for my life? Yeah, but more importantly, I'm concerned for everybody, because this shit has been going on forever.
definitely down to 1 minute, so been in rapid fire moves. Hopefully, this is a pretty simple
Because-
situation.
When you're talking about like really elite levels, the name of the game is blackmail. So they want something on you that they can hold over your head.
Bishop D1.
So they can basically
Queen
own you,
captures
tell you what to
F3.
I mean,
Pawn captures
that
F3.
right
Not
there
sure why he
just
did
hits it
that.
totally on
F7.
the head, doesn't it, guys?
That's it. Isaac nailed it. He nailed it. He was ahead of the game
King
on
G2.
every front.
Okay, cool.
And to watch what's happened
Pawn
in the last
C5.
year alone, hell, to watch what happened, right after Isaac was gone, within months, it was, you and I were together in October, we found each other, and
Knight
then
F4.
2 months later, it was COVID. We were locked down, right? Locked down for a year, arguably a year and a half, almost 2 years in Arizona.
King
Wasn't,
D7.
the second year was a little better,
Bishop
but it was still
A4
bad.
check.
And then everything just got crazy and crazier and crazier. We were working with the Stop the Steal
Ay,
rallies here,
ay,
with the RNC before it got infiltrated. We've learned a lot about politics. We've learned a lot about the
King
sides,
E7.
the left versus the right, Republicans and Democrats. This year I've done a 180 on almost everything. It's terrifying.
Ay,
the state
ay,
of the
ay.
world
This
right
is
now,
not
just
good.
America, but the state of the world. And Isaac was early into a lot of, specifically the Epstein stuff, because he was field sourcing information. People were coming to him. So, oh God, where do you start? Where do you start with Isaac?
Corey, do you remember?
This is terrible.
How he got?
So I'm in
into
a bit
the
of a
Epstein
snag
side of
here.
things, and what he was saying
Knight
about that
G6
side of
check.
things.
Well, what had happened was Isaac came out on July 22nd, 2018
Pretty much.
at
King
1:33 in the afternoon at the
This
San
is
Diego
terrible,
Comic-Con
terrible
event.
jumble.
And he basically turned on his phone. It was his first
Knight F8.
Periscope
Right.
podcast, or Periscope cast rather. And he turned it on. He said, "Hey, this is Isaac," and he started going. and he basically came
King
out and
E7.
said, "I'll quote him."
Knight
Here. He
D7.
said, I was talking about Seth Green and Seth's wife Claire, and he said, "Man, I tried.
Bishop
You
A7.
know, and he told the
Knight
story, and he said,
captures C5.
Seth, brother,
Bishop
you're a
captures
pedophile."
C5.
We're all right.
I'm sorry,
Pawn captures
PDF
C5.
file, sorry. And
Knight captures E5.
and he called out, and he named Tom Hanks, and he named Steven Spielberg, and
We have
all
a
hell broke
threat
loose.
right here.
All hell broke loose at that point, and everyone just inundated him. He blew up so fast. He was doing daily shows for hours
Pawn
a day
B4.
on Periscope.
Okay, we're still
he
good
put together
because
a group
we
of
also have
people
Knight
that
this.
were
C4.
vetting people
He has
to come
no
in
can
to a
defend.
key-based, chat room where they could isolate information in groups of people. That got really hard to manage.
How we
so
doing
they
on
switched over
time?
to a
Still a
Telegram
buck.
Group that became
We
known
still
as
got a
Family
buck
Borghese.
of time.
And then it just kind of morphed from his story about
Pawn
Seth Green,
B5.
what he went through over there in California, the things he experienced and witnessed.
Pawn
to,
captures B5.
It went
Bishop
into
captures B5.
Epstein, and
Knight
specifically,
captures A3.
to put it short, Isaac Cappy
Bishop
was
D3.
spearheading an underground social media movement called Unsealed
E5.
Epstein. They wanted
King
the
F2.
files unsealed from the 2007-2008 Epstein prosecution, where Alex Acosta, before he went in as the labor secretary for Trump,
King D7.
where he cut that really sweetheart deal, wherein, I mean, they let all kinds of people go. They put
King
in
G3.
clauses and immunities for
King
collaborators,
C6.
people they knew were in
King
there.
G4.
People that should have been prosecuted got off scot-free. Ghislaine Maxwell, I think, got a
King
full-on
captures C5.
non-prosecution there,
King
which is
F5.
kind of weird. They prosecuted her again here recently, right?
Well, that's not that
And
great.
I'm sure she's trying to leverage that, but I know she was
So
in
I
that as
kinda
well.
blew it.
And all the records got completely sealed from the public,
Pawn
from
D4.
everybody. And Isaac was trying to unseal that. It was really weird because during that time, Epstein was allowed to wake up in the morning in his jail, leave, have his private car pick him up, drive him to his house, where he continued to commit crimes, launder money, arms trading. What's the code word here?
Trying to
He
roll a
was- he was-
cigarette for
human
me.
transportation,
Yep.
all that stuff, right? Which was the business.
Do I have
and,
time? And this guy's getting down on time too.
I know.
No matter what he does,
Isaac knew
we got this outside
more
pass pawn
about
here.
this than almost
Okay.
anyone.
Captures
He
D4
had to be in
check.
contact with somebody
Um,
because he wrote out a map called the Mossad
Let's
Media
take
Matrix.
This way.
And
King
on that map
captures
is a number
D4.
of people.
It's probably not the best,
People that
but
today are still extremely
Bishop E4.
involved, from
Pawn
Loomer
B5.
to Alex Jones
King
to
G6.
Poso,
Pawn
Anna Kate,
B4. King captures
Cernovich,
G7. Pawn B3.
people, that are
King
all still
captures
very active and
H6.
very relevant in
Pawn B2.
anything dealing with Epstein and in some
G6.
cases Israel.
Pawn B1 and promotes to queen.
I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
how
Bishop
deep down in those
captures
holes you want
B1.
to go for
Knight
like,
captures
So,
B1.
so the Mossad Media
Pawn
Matrix then,
H4.
was the first name that you said was
Knight
it Alex
D2.
Jones?
Pawn H5.
yeah, oh yeah. And
Knight
Isaac was
captures
on Alex's
F3.
show.
this ain't
Pawn
good.
He
H6.
was on Alex's show.
Knight
And if you go back
H4
and
check.
watch it, it might be in my
King
it might
F7.
be in the in my mind map, the Isaac Cappy mind map. If people want to access this real quick, while the show's
Check.
going on here, if you go to my website, thephoenixenigma.com, and just scroll down
I'm
to
screwed.
the
I'm
Isaac
totally
Cappy
hosed
mind
here.
map and click on that, it's going to
Knight
open up to a
F5.
Miro page, and on that you're going to see a map. It's literally a mind map. You can scroll through it and click in the upper right hand corner of every box. It'll open
Pawn
up to
H7.
a page, and you can read the original files, the original
Knight H6
PDFs.
check.
You can watch videos, testimonies. There's everything that we could find in 5 years is in that map. It's free. There's no
King
paywall.
G6.
It's archived on the internet, so everyone can just go
Yeah.
there and get any info that they want for free anytime if they're, if they're interested in this kind of stuff.
This is not good.
Mm-hmm.
Alicia, do you have anything to add at this point?
I think I can resign at this point.
I'm just
All right,
here
well-
with Corey.
Okay, well, Corey, a lot of people in the chat are wondering or speculating as to what was the mainstream media version of events when Isaac passed, and what do you guys theorize?
Yeah, I'll
could
just
have
resign.
happened?
Where's my resign? Okay, there it is.
So
Bummer.
we've considered
All right,
literally
let's go over
every
that one.
single possibility.
Oh man.
As well as possibilities that agent provocateurs and plants and chaos agents who were thrust into our world. I thought we were being paranoid at the time. But watching the Charlie Kirk stuff happening and the Candace Owens,
I don't think we were paranoid enough.
No, yeah, we weren't paranoid enough at that time. You're right, honey. But
Okay, so
the
let's see what we got here.
the official
On
story
E4.
broke on TMZ.
Knight
No
C3.
This is
wonder
all
so
pretty
Isaac
good.
died at
On
7:22
D5.
in the morning, Monday
Pawn
morning.
captures
That's
D5.
pretty normal. Here,
Nobody
probably
knew
knight
that was
c6 is
Nobody
good.
knew. He was
Knight
Bishop
F3.
g4, bishop
Except for
c5.
on the
Bishop
14th is
E7.
when it got
Knight
the story got
C6.
broke on TMZ, and then from there it blew up.
So that's not the best.
Hollywood is the
Knight
entertainment
F3.
division of the U.S.
Bishop
intelligence
C5 is
agencies,
better,
what people
huh?
don't know out there in
Yeah.
the world. TMZ is very,
Focusing
very
on,
suspected
know,
and well known
this
for breaking
diagonal.
information from intelligence
Keep it. Whoa,
agencies,
hello.
running Hollywood
Well,
psyops,
All
Knight
right.
captures
narrative
E4.
Let's see where it
directions,
goes.
Knight
blacklisting
C6.
people,
Bishop
false flag
B4.
operations, all that shit. They're just tied
Pawn
into all.
D4.
Yeah, it likes
at
bishop
very
b4 a
crucial
lot.
level. So
That's like the way to
it came
go.
out that
Bishop B4.
Isaac Cappy had
Bishop D2.
forced himself off of a bridge.
Ooh,
is
bishop
the
g4.
official
Knight
wordage.
captures D2.
He
Not good, huh?
B-list actor Isaac Cappy
Bishop
died in
D2.
Belmont, Arizona, after forcing himself from
Bishop
a
G4.
bridge.
All right.
And that's it. That's all it said.
Dang,
and,
I was
believe they
crushing
got
at
that
that
from
point.
the DPS spokesperson statement. I forget the guy's name, but the
Dang.
guy used to work in Hollywood himself. Now he's an Arizona
right.
Department of Public
Bishop
Safety
D2.
spokesperson.
Knight captures
So
D2.
maybe those jobs go together. I
Bishop
don't know.
E6.
But it's another connection,
Bishop
you know,
B5.
an integral connection
Queen
there, like they were
D7.
using.
This
the
is
network
not
story
good.
laid out
Castles
to
Let's see what it
queenside.
says about
Bishop A4.
so
Castles
that,
queenside.
you know, you can read that and say, okay,
Knight
he forced himself off
G5.
the bridge. However,
Pawn
the
H6.
story is
Not
that
good.
Pawn captures
Alicia
E6.
spent Saturday,
Queen E3.
most 8 hours on
Rook
Saturday with him
HF8.
just prior.
Pawn
And
A3.
he almost went home with
Bishop
her that
A5.
night, just because he was
Knight
scared. He was
E2.
terrified. He was
Bishop
terrified.
B6.
He needed a friend.
Do
King
you want to
And-
expand
H1.
on that, Alicia?
Alicia,
Queen
you wanna just
E7.
kind of go over that briefly.
Pawn C3.
What your guys' plans were and what
Rook
you did
captures
instead, I guess,
F1
or-
check. Rook captures F1.
Well, he was going to come in.
Rook F8.
I invited him
Rook
to come
F3.
and stay with me for a
Rook
couple
captures
weeks, and
F3.
we could paint.
Queen
I had a little
captures
studio
F3.
at my place.
What do we got here?
Knight
We got
D8.
knight
That
a5
sort
is
of
better.
thing.
Bishop C2.
Seems like, yeah, I
Take
guess
him
that
home,
is better,
captures
huh?
Let him
F3.
get some fresh air, feed him, give him some rest. You know, just take care of a friend. And he wanted to come, but at the last
Knight
minute he said
D8.
no. But come
Bishop
and get me
C2.
tomorrow. So that
Queen
was
F7.
would have been Sunday Mother's Day.
So I keep
and
Making
so I
bad
said, "All right,
moves.
I'll
Bishop
come back and
C2.
get you after I have lunch with
C5,
my
right.
daughter."
Okay, just right
And
away. Well, let's see. After we trade
Queen
this
F7.
down,
So we made those plans,
Bishop D1.
and then on
That can't be good.
Sunday, I
Queen E8.
messaged him
Okay,
and
whatever.
said,
Queen captures
I'll
F3.
be available
Not
to come
great.
out
Pawn
of the way
captures
about
F3.
3. And
Knight
he said,
F7.
no, it's okay. I'm going to go have
Pawn captures
some time
F3.
So I
with my
had to
mom.
hit
I
with-
want to go see her. So I'm packing up and I'm going to head out. And then about 7:45,
Pawn
I saw
C5.
his Instagram come
okay,
up,
so basically
and
don't get yourself in
he
this
ran a little
situation.
live from his vehicle.
It's boring.
And,
Let's try another one.
You know,
We'll go with
talked
some of
to
that bishop
a couple
c5
people
or
there, and
business
Then he hung up,
next time.
and then we didn't hear from him. We saw the last of him on Telegram about 1:37 in the morning, and we all tried calling him. We all tried texting him, and we didn't hear anything. on
Excuse me.
Monday, and then we got news on Tuesday morning early. So.
Okay, and Corey, you know, you
Pawn F4.
you had told us theories last time. Has any of your theories been revised or anything as information has
Pawn
come to light?
D5. Knight F3.
Has any new information come to light?
Pawn G6.
Yeah, you know, tell the viewers what your
Pawn
theory is then
G3.
of what possibly happened.
Bishop
And
G7.
if
Well, I got a
Got
couple theories.
Bishop
I mean,
G2.
my primary theory back when I was investigating was, I mean, in the actual death itself,
Knight C6.
Isaac had stated a number of times to
Castles
Alicia on
kingside.
Saturday,
Pawn E5.
they're coming,
Not sure what I'm doing
John
here, but
they're going to tear me
We'll
limb
just-
from limb.
get E5.
I'm
I
not.
like to get
Pawn
E5
D3.
out there.
I'm not.
when I'm in this kind of a sitch.
I'm not going to do that to myself.
Pawn
This
E4.
is
I'm not
pass
going to.
it.
And he told all of his
Pawn captures E4.
his friends that. I spoke to the 6
Queen
people he spoke
captures
to on the
D8
phone
check.
between
hello.
Apple Valley and Belmont, Arizona, and each one of them called him
King
after his
captures
broadcast
D8.
on Friday, And he said, "Don't worry, guys.
Rook
I'm
D1
not
check.
going to do that. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm going to go see my mom. I'll be back
King E8.
in a couple weeks. I got plans. Blah blah blah." So he had no intentions of unaliving himself. Okay, he got a flat tire between Williams and Belmont, which are about 16, 18 miles apart, up on I-40. Somewhere between there, he had stopped at a Love's gas station, and
Knight FD2.
I had gotten a
Cool.
hold
He
of
could have come in
Isaac's
here, preventing
bank statements from the
On
last 3
F5.
months.
what I wanted to do.
That he had, and on that bank statements had transaction amounts and
And
locations.
ended up me.
I
Oh
tracked
no,
those
he
down,
couldn't
I
have.
built a
Okay, yeah.
timeline,
So
and then I filled
chances
in
are
between those
he did all right
timelines the
there.
places he would have been
Knight
given the
C4.
rate
But
of
now
speed that
where is
was
he
an
coming?
averagely driving
Nowhere.
based upon the first two. I found his average rate of speed. Then I just
Where are you
ran it out
going?
between the other
Nowhere.
purchases.
Bishop E6.
And he stopped at the Love station.
Targeted.
And he purchased a pack of cigarettes, some gas, and a lighter. And so I found the photos. I got the security team to give me. So when you see Isaac standing, kind of like whited out, almost a black and white, but not quite. Those are the ones I got from the security team. I think somewhere while he was at that Love station, somebody did something to his tire, his front
Knight
right
E5.
tire. I think they probably, it would have been easy to put like a BB under the cap and spin it down so slow leak, or pop this real slow leak.
Knight
And if you got a
captures
slow leak in your
E5.
tire, as you
Bishop
drive,
captures
the
E5.
air
It's
heats
a rubber
up and
pawn
heats up and heats
for
up and your
pawn
tire
C3.
Easy
blows.
peasy.
Doesn't blow on the side,
Rook
it'll
D8.
shred the tire. Like it'll remove the entire rand from the sidewalls usually.
Rook
It's a very
captures
well-known.
D8 check.
You can see, oh yeah, that was a low,
King captures D8.
pressure tire blow, because the heat just got so hot.
Bishop
So it looks
E3.
like that's what happened to me.
All right.
And then he, after piecing together the conversation with his mom, another third-party gentleman who was speaking to Isaac on the phone at the time the tire popped, and then this check-in time at the Days in Hotel, we figured out he was right at Belmont, Arizona. His mother later told me, I believe, that he had pulled off the
97.
ramp and was up there on top of the ramp, not far from where he went over, actually. And then he said, "Hey, Mom, I'm going to go check in, blah, blah, blah." He checked in. He said, "I'll
93.
see you tomorrow. I got to get the tire." He told his mom, "I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to get the tire fixed."
Pawn A6.
At
Rook D1
1:37
King
in the
C8.
morning was the last transmission or anyone ever heard Isaac made a telegram post
This seems like a pretty,
Telegram chat room.
Bishop
And
G5.
after that, nothing. The only thing we have from that point on is what the night shift manager said, that he was restless, was walking around the hotel in the night. He saw him a couple times.
Knight C6.
And then just before the night shift manager went home at 7:11 in the morning, he saw Isaac in the front, right in front of the lobby outside, and he was walking towards the Trans-Western Bridge that crossed I-40. At that point, Isaac had been sitting out there. The next thing we see is the dash cam footage, which Eric
Pawn E3.
Beatty is his name.
Pawn H6.
And it's one of the
Bishop
witnesses
F4.
in the deal here. He is witness number, according to the thing here,
Bishop captures
7.
F4.
Witness number 7.
Pawn
He was
captures
the
F4.
off-duty security
D8.
guard for the Camp
We're up a
Navajo,
pawn.
Rook captures D8 check.
Army
King
depot.
captures
It's
D8.
it's a weapons depot. It's actually where the U.S. houses nuclear warheads, up here just outside of Flagstaff. It's the largest, 6 miles across. It's the largest base in Arizona. And
We
it's
could have
recommended
snacked on
to
that
go
pawn.
underground as well.
Bishop
Okay, he
F1.
goes
So
there.
the next time we see Isaac is from the dash cam footage from this guy
Go
off duty going to work. Actually, you got to cross the
here.
bridge. The
Bishop
bridge that Isaac
captures
was
A2.
on. If you go on one side of the bridge, look on a map. It's got the truck stop. If you leave
Bishop
the truck stop and
C4.
go
Cool.
across that bridge, across
Bishop
I-40,
captures
and keep
C4.
going, you literally go right
Knight
into
captures C4.
the army base. The army base is 6
Pawn B5.
miles wide, so it's the only
King
thing over
F2.
there. It's
Done.
back,
Pawn
sit
captures
back.
C4.
All right,
So we
let's
say he's
review.
there
That wasn't that hard.
At that timestamp. And then the next thing we got are 911 calls about somebody acting erratically on the bridge. At that point, John Koch, witness number
Pawn
5,
F4.
calls 911. If you
Pawn
go into the Isaac
G6.
Cappy mind map, all the 911
Pawn
calls
G3.
are recorded in there
Bishop
as well. You
G7.
can listen to them all, as well as
Knight
my
C6.
interviews with a couple
Castles
of them.
king side.
So
Pawn E5.
that happened.
Pawn
He
E4.
says, "Hey,
Huh.
I just crossed the guy's
Pawn
acting
captures
erratically
E4.
on the bridge," and you hear him say, "Oh,
Knight
captures
takes is
Queen
so much
E8
better.
Oh
King
my God,
takes
you're
is
King
bad
captures
because of
D8.
knight
Mention
g5.
two
Right.
kids,
Okay, that's
Queen
what I thought.
captures
Tanner
D8
deck.
check.
those two kids had stopped. So the story is that Isaac was on the
King
bridge
captures
on
D8.
the
Knight
south side
G5.
of it, over the eastbound lane,
Oh.
and he was acting erratically. And
King
then
E8.
John Koch had passed him.
Bishop
Two
takes
brothers
E4.
stopped right there next
Yeah,
to
because he
him.
gets his pawn
He
back.
ran up to
Okay,
help
so
him because
King
he said he
captures
was
D8.
gonna throw himself
Queen captures
over.
D8
And
check.
as they were
'Cause
trying
now
to grab him,
we
he
just
fought
played
his way
that.
loose and
Knight
fell
G5.
back. Maybe
Pawn
fell
F5.
back, went back. They never said.
Some
Queen
said
captures
fell back,
D8
some
check.
said leapt
but in this
forward.
Knight
position,
FD2.
we
None of
get
the-
he gives up
Knight
a
None of the
C4.
reports
pawn
were
there.
sustained.
Yeah,
Knight
because
E5.
John Koch
And there's no
said
looking
in
back,
the-
I don't
captures
think, from
E5.
there.
in the interview that I
Pawn
did,
C3.
I said with him, and actually
Rook
in
D8.
the witness
King
reports,
captures
which are very
D8.
sparse. And I want to get to that in one second.
Knight
Don't
Bishop
E7.
takes
forget that. This is very, very
F4.
important.
Knight A3.
Bishop takes E2.
But
Rook
he said
D1
that
check.
as he was going, Isaac was
C8.
turning around and throwing his leg
Bishop
over like
G5.
he was trying to get up the urge
Pawn
to
E3.
And then
go
here,
over.
still, we're up
Bishop
4
F4.
pawns
Facing west and
in
trying to throw his
position.
leg
Queen
over.
captures F4.
However,
All
the
right,
two
let's do another
brothers
one.
that were
captures
there, they call them
F4.
kids, but they're not. They were 20 and 22 years old. They were adults. They said he kept
So
leaning
we're
back,
2 out of
trying to
3.
get the
Let's go
courage
3
to
out
go
of 4.
back, but kept catching himself involuntarily. So you got 3 witnesses with 3 different stories because they had different stories as well. So the next witness is after Isaac hits the ground. And by the way, the fall was
Pawn
about a
E4.
22-foot fall. Like
Pawn
it wasn't.
E5.
If I
Knight
was going to do
F3.
that, I wouldn't pick a 22-foot overpass. I'd
Knight
pick something
C6.
a whole lot higher to get the job
Bishop
done right. If
C4.
that was my intention. Hell, the Grand
Bishop
Canyon
C5.
was only 50 miles north.
Pawn
And that thing's
C3.
800 foot to the first shelf. You know.
Knight
So
F6.
that didn't make any sense that he would do it right there.
Pawn D3.
Especially after he was on his way to see his mom's house. After he just told 9 people he wasn't in that state of mind.
Pawn H6.
And after he was saying they're going to get him and throw him and tear him limb from limb and take him out. All that is true, right? So the next witness comes
Castles
by and he's
kingside.
driving down I-40 eastbound, and he sees what
Pawn
looks to him,
D6.
his words exactly to me, looks like a sheet, or and it's what he told me, a baby crib.
Knight B D2.
mattress,
I think I can play
where a sheet
D4
came
there,
off, a
but-
white thing came down
Bishop
off that bridge.
G4.
And
Right.
he pulled up, and he was the only
Rook E1.
person there. It was early in the morning. It was
Queen D7.
and 7 o'clock, and he kind of went around and he looked out and he said it looked to me like a female or a
Knight
mannequin.
F1.
And I drove around and I pulled over,
Castles
and when I
queenside.
turned around
Pawn
and
H3.
got in my car, I was shutting the door with my hand,
Bishop
and I looked
H5.
up, and that's when the truck
Knight G3.
struck Isaac. Right. John Koch is running down the
Bishop captures
down the
F3.
overpass ramp.
Queen captures
And
F3.
he's on the call 911. A second car comes up, and Robert Taylor, witness number 3, tells me in a personal interview the second car struck Isaac, which is not in any of the reports.
Knight A5.
None of them. None of them. The driver of the second car was the off-duty controller or purchaser. I think it was the purchaser
Bishop B3.
for the fire department that was the first
Knight
responding
captures
unit
B3.
on that scene that morning.
Pawn captures B3.
So the fire department that showed up 5
So I
minutes
didn't wanna
later,
give my
the
bishop
woman
away.
that
I
worked
should have
in the fire station a mile away was the
gone a
second
little
car that
different there. I
allegedly
should have
hit
played like
Isaac.
B4,
And
A4,
Robert then
and
turns
when he
around,
castles
witness number
queen
3
side.
turns around to witness number
Pretty
5
sure.
and says, hey, that second car just hit him. And the other guy goes, no, it didn't. You couldn't have seen that. He says, I saw it. He said, no. Well, the woman runs up. Her name is Erin Hudman. Erin Hudman walks up, and 911 call says, does anyone there have any medical deal? And John says, does anyone have any medical stuff? And she says, yeah, I'm an EMT. He said, yes, we have an EMT. She checks Isaac's vitals. We don't know what happens at that point. There's no record of anything at that point, and everything's been blacked out on
Knight
whatever
G8.
information
Knight
came from
G8,
the,
huh?
Ponderosa Fire Department. They were no help at all, and I'll get into that later as well. But then the fire department shows up where she works for. They were the first one to respond out of Belmont, and then another fire truck showed up off the military base. The military base sent a fire truck out, which is
Queen
not
F5.
unheard of, but it's not common. It's like 1 in a million. For some reason, they decided to send a truck out that day.
I don't know why I want to trade
right
queens
there. For
here,
whatever
but
reason,
I just
no
feel
one
like I
knows,
got a
and no one
better.
explained it. And then one of
If
the
I
witnesses
eliminate his queen,
on
there's
G6.
really
Robert,
no.
in my personal interview with him, he tells me, you know the weird
Queen
thing, man?
captures
I said, "What's that?"
D7 check.
He said that woman that was
Rook
there,
captures
the other witness,
D7.
she went around and she told me,
Bishop
and
E3.
she talked
I
to the other
don't
guys
know.
too, but she told me, write down the least amount of information
So it's not the most exciting chess this
you can
episode,
think of, or
but
you have to.
Bishop
You
captures
don't want to be a
E3.
part of
we're
this.
gonna learn.
Write down the least amount of information on your witness report. You don't want to be involved in things like this. Why the hell
Let's go ahead
would a
and
woman
just
who
do
works
this.
for the
Captures
fire
E3.
department, the responding fire department, on her way to
Pawn
work that
A6.
morning, tell witnesses
Pawn
there
D4.
not to fill out information in detail?
Knight E7.
Knight
Right?
E7. Okay.
So you have the two brothers up on top of the bridge, right there next
Rook
to Isaac.
F1.
You have John Koch forward on the
Rook
other side
F8.
of the bridge. These two, their vehicle stopped. John Koch's vehicle stopped. Isaac's in the middle. Isaac goes over for some reason. Robert Taylor, witness number 3, gives what I believe to be an honest account. Witness number 4, Aaron Hudman, strikes him again, allegedly, according to Robert Taylor, and then then the witness number 5 says no, she didn't, and then Aaron proceeds to
Rook
tell
F6.
the other witnesses not to fill out anything.
Clog
on
it
the
up.
reports.
Knight G8.
This buys us
That's
time
what happened.
Rook
because
F2.
now if he puts his
It was cleaned up within a matter
his knight
of,
back, we can slide our
3
rook
hours,
over.
maybe 2 hours. Well, the road was open back up
Pawn
at
F6.
when I drove through
Interesting,
there at
man. Interesting.
9:26. The road was opened
Rook
up.
A1.
TMZ said it didn't open up till like 10 something. However,
Pawn
when I
H5.
spoke to the
Pawn H4.
I called up the tow company, and I spoke to the driver who actually went out there and picked up Isaac's car, and they had opened by 8:30. So the road was opened by
Rook
8:30.
D7.
TMZ said it wasn't until
Right.
10. The whole thing stinks. The two brothers up on top of the bridge that were right there next to Isaac before he went over, they're the sons of a fire chief in Flagstaff. Aaron Hudman, witness number 4, is, again, the purchaser for the fire department, who, by the way, got promoted 2 days later and moved.
Huh.
Right? You got John Koch, who I believe is ex-Arizona Customs
I don't want to move
officer.
anywhere.
You got Eric Beatty with the video that you just showed from his dash cam. He works for the
Pawn B4.
Army base there. The only 2 outliers you got are Forrest Scott Proctor, witness number
Knight
6, the guy that
H6.
ran over Isaac the first time, and Robert Taylor, who's ex-Navy, and in my opinion, probably the most honest person there that day. He said,
Rook
I saw
F3.
a lot, Corey. I saw a lot of action.
King
I saw a lot of stuff
D7.
my whole life. I've been in the military, seen some bad stuff. And I can tell you what, on that scene that day, there was something off. I don't know what it was. I don't know what was going on.
Pawn D5.
But it wasn't a normal scene. I mean, it looked normal. People were doing what they were supposed to be doing, but you could feel it. I knew something was wrong, and then you reached out to me a couple months later. He said the whole thing was off. It was just off, and I couldn't put my finger on it. So that's the official story of how Isaac died. He went over,
Knight
but
G4.
that's what I uncovered right there. Do I think he's
Cool.
gone? Do I have reason to believe that Isaac may have been extricated? I do. After the Charlie Kirk thing, I think Charlie, and I've always been down on this from the very beginning, but we do have
Pawn
one
C4.
phone call from a dispatch that I captured, and the officer is asking to be shown in a different location than he's
King
actually
E7.
at
with a witness.
with a witness.
Pawn
And I don't know
C5.
what that means. But he says, hey, show me at over here when I'm over here when I got a witness. So did they grab Isaac and pull him out? I mean, if you go and look at the...
He had a heart rate of 40 beats per minute on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yep.
and when you played this dash cam, the first time you played it, Sean, I noticed something I hadn't seen before. A dash cam should take a video going straight forward, and I'm not sure if it was the way. Can you just roll it again
King
so I
D7.
can look at it? There's something I want to see. The first time you played it, the first pass, I want to see that. There's
Rook
something
C1.
my brain caught, and I want to have a look.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go. Here we go. All right. So while people are watching, let me just tell everybody that the links for the Phoenix Enigma website
On
are in the
C6.
description box. I'll put them in the live chat as well. and Corey is on X. I've got that link down there as well. And if you want to watch the part 1 we did with these guys, that's down there as well. I've just put it in the
Han
live chat
captures C6
again.
check.
And thank you for all of the questions coming in. We will get those to our guests.
So many good
And
questions in the audience, man.
King
Is
captures
this
C6.
the point you wanted to watch, Alicia?
Yeah, I just want to watch as it passes him.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so yeah, thank you for all the questions coming in, guys. And if you missed the very beginning, we did show a clip of Isaac. He was basically saying the whole system revolves around compromat. They just want to get you compromised so they own you. And this is exactly what we believe Jeffrey Epstein was doing. Honey trap, compromat.
All right.
From Bill Clinton to ex-Prince Andrew. He had them all. Is that... have you seen the bit you wanted to see, Alicia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at it again here at home because we have it. I'm gonna look at it again here at home. There's something I'm seeing, and I'm not sure if it's the way this is edited, or if it's something that's happening on the dash cam. And I want to be so. I want to.
There's a
Rook
much cleaner
C3.
version of this.
Well, there is, but
This is obviously
what
not
I'm
a
looking
great
at is,
situation
I'm
here.
not sure if the editing is bringing him so that or if the dash cam is turning, because it wouldn't make what I'm seeing is the dash cam is turning.
Okay, so
Rook
the
Let
dash
me
D7.
finish. So what I'm seeing is, I know that it's got a 180 degree view. And when the last time you played, because it ran 3 in a row, the last time you played it, I saw that he kind of just passed the window on the side over here. But I want to see this, because most people, why would
Rook
anybody
F1.
not knowing who this man is on the bridge? Why would anybody, I
King
would think you
B5.
would just drive by, see here he is, he's going to disappear into the side here. But it looks like, if you're looking at the hood of the car,
This
that
is
the
terrible.
camera's turning. So it's looking even more manufactured to me, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So me and I don't
Rook
want to name
FC1.
him, but one of the members of our original research group, we looked at that distortion on the edge, and
King
we
captures
tracked down
B4.
from the camera there. That camera lens has a bit of a fisheye on the very, very edge.
That's not what I'm looking at.
Okay.
I'm looking at the movement of the hood of the truck.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at the movement of the hood of the truck. If you're just cruising on to work and there's a guy on the bridge, your camera's going to pick it up, and you're going to get that kind of corner thing over here.
Mhm.
I understand that, but it looks to me like the camera's turning across the hood of the car, and I don't know if that's the
Pause that.
editing. I don't know if that's the editing or right.
Yeah, so
The person who edited this, or if the
Han
person driving the
C6.
car turned the camera,
I see what you're saying.
Han
Yeah.
captures
because the camera's
C6.
panning.
Rook
in
captures
this-
C6.
I think what he did, because I think I know who did this video here.
Okay.
And what he's showing, you see how the cursor's going up and down.
Yeah.
They're pointing to the back of Isaac's
King
back
B5.
right
The
there,
shadowing
and the shadowing on the legs. To me, it looks like this is pasted in there. This looks photoshopped as hell to me. I think what
Rook
they
6
did,
C3.
that looks like Isaac already gone. That looks like Isaac muerte, and it looks like he's sideways on a table with his legs propped up, and they took a picture and they put it like that and they stuck it in there. That's what it looks like to me.
Well, the up close photos of his face here,
Han
that
A5.
he has what is it called when the blood pools?
Yes.
So he's got
Rook
this in
B3
his
check.
cheeks, and and his mouth is hanging.
His
open.
mouth
King
is hanging
A6.
open right there. His hands
Rook
are folded.
C6
This
check.
looks like this is just hubris at this point. I think Isaac's gone here. I think this is Isaac's dead body. In my opinion, I told his mother this as well. I think they put that in there just to
King
do
A7.
it one last time, just like they do with the Charlie Kirk stuff and all the other psyops that they run on people. That's what it looks like to me.
It looks totally unnatural.
Yep.
Yeah, even the color of his hands in the close-up photos,
Rook B5.
they have that batikya in their hands, in his hands. There's something terribly wrong
Yeah.
here.
You know, and there's another aspect to the story too that we don't get into too often. It was a weird. There's two more aspects actually.
Knight
First of all,
captures
there was the
E3.
homeless guy. There was the homeless man up there.
Rook captures
When I
A5 check.
started talking to
King B7.
the girl at the the girl, she's a woman at the pilot station right there next to the Days Inn.
If I go here,
She told me that when I contacted her, she goes, "Oh yeah, the homeless guy, he unalived himself. He went over." I said, "What do you mean the homeless guy?" She goes, "That guy that went
Rook
over
C3.
a couple days ago. That was the homeless guy." I'm like, "What do you mean he's homeless guy?" And I showed her a picture, and she goes, "Yeah, that's him." I said, "This is Isaac Cappy." She goes, "Yeah, that's his name." I said, "He wasn't homeless." She goes, "No, he lived behind the station here. He's been here for like the 3 weeks that I've worked here." I said, "Oh." She goes, "Yeah, he comes in every day,
King
got some cigarettes and
B6.
beer." I said, "What kind of cigarettes?" She goes, "Oh, the cheap ones." And he gets a thing of the high gravity. I said, "What days?" And she told me all the days he was there. I said, No, he's in Apple Valley. He was with some other people." She's like, "No, that guy that went over the bridge, that Isaac Cappy guy, that's the guy who's lived here for the last 3 weeks that I've been here." So I get on a Facebook group of Belmont,
Rook A3.
and I find all the posts, and they're like, the homeless guy, he unalived himself, the homeless guy. So I infiltrated that group. I started asking him questions. I tracked them all down individually, and I got 8 stories. And they all
Knight
told me, yeah, the
G4.
guy's been here since February, March, April,
Rook
and then half May. So
AB3
3.5 months. A guy that looked identical to Isaac Cappy was hanging out under the McDonald's sign at the pilot station. Literally, every one of them said, "That's the Isaac Cappy. That's the guy that's been here." There was a dead ringer for Isaac who was living at that gas station right behind it. But they all told me, no, he wasn't there every day. He was there like 2, 3, sometimes 4 days a week, but usually 2 to 3 days a week.
King
And
A7.
on what day was it? If you go into the mind map, go under the homeless man at the top left-hand corner, you can read all my initial notes on this. But she said that he had showed up there and said, "I can't do it anymore. I'm tired." It was a
Rook
Friday.
C1.
It was the same day Isaac did that video with the wood
B7.
panel behind him, with the jean jacket on. So it lasted about an hour. On that day, the homeless guy came in and said, "Hey, I can't do it anymore. I'm going to unalive myself."
Ay, ay,
And she
ay.
says, no, don't. And she got him a sandwich. And I think she got him a shower at the truck stop there. And then the last time she saw him, he was headed out towards, on Friday, I think it was, he headed
Rook
out towards
A3 check.
the overpass, and he was looking
King
for a
B8.
ride westbound. And he disappeared.
Pawn B3.
And like the next day, Isaac leaves for his mom's house. In fact, I think it was Sunday when she said the last time she saw him. So the day Isaac left for his house is the day the homeless guy took off. And that's just too much of a coincidence that the homeless guy leaves, is never seen again, and then Isaac shows up that
Rook
night in
C8.
Belmont, Arizona, due to a flat tire, and unalives himself after the guy inside the gas station told the lady,
This
"I'm
is
going to unalive
horrible.
myself." These are just
I'll
too
just
many
die.
coincidences to
While
happen.
telling everybody
So much
else
for
on
that
the
game.
planet that he did not want that to
Yeah.
happen to him.
Yeah.
See how we can play a
So
little
do I
better
think
there.
Isaac was killed? Yes. I think it was a top-down operation. I think Isaac,
Knight
I know
F3.
Isaac was moving information through his
Bishop
White House
C4.
contact to Trump.
Knight
You want
F6.
my personal opinion? I think
Pawn
Trump's,
H6.
someone in
Castles
the administration,
kingside.
Isaac believed that
Pawn
Trump was a good
D6.
guy. That Trump was
Knight
the white
BD2.
hat. Trump was going to come in and save
Bishop
America and
G4.
save the world and stop all these PDF files and all this international crime syndicates.
Rook E1.
I don't think Isaac understood or
D7.
believed that Trump was
Knight
compromised
F1.
and has been compromised probably since the 90s, involved
Castles
with the CIA
queenside.
and the FBI and the
Pawn
international,
H3.
whatever group they're in,
Castles
elite
queenside.
predators that they are. I think that Isaac didn't understand that Trump was part of that.
Pawn H3.
And when Isaac got the
Bishop
information
H5.
up there, and they realized that Isaac's got
Knight G3.
real compromising information,
Queen captures
someone
F3.
pulled that trigger,
Knight
so to speak.
A5.
That's what I think happened, one way or another. That's what it looks like happened, or they pulled Isaac out. But I
Bishop
don't know why
B3.
he'd make plans with
Knight
Alicia. I don't
captures
know
B3.
why. But then
Pawn
again, his
captures
mother
B3.
didn't examine the body.
Knight G8.
They just gave Isaac, or they gave
Queen
his mother
F5.
Gave his effects to her.
the
So
belt. He had 3
Pawn
debit
captures
cards,
B3.
a passport, an expired driver's license, a Vaughn's card, a Ralph's card,
Lowe's card.
a Lowe's card.
Knight
he had,
G8.
Something in a weird little paper packet.
yeah, he had like, I don't know, 10 forms of ID on him. Who carries 10 forms of ID on their pocket?
Queen F5.
You know? So that all
Night
happened.
G8.
There was the cell phone incident.
So that was
You
an
can see it on
absolutely
camera.
terrible
It's in the
move.
mind map
F5.
as well. I think under
The
unexplained.
queen
or
advantage was
Night
all
some other
mine.
category I got in there where
So, yeah,
the fire department walks up and it's filmed from the viewpoint
Pawn
of
B4.
the officer.
Bishop
And,
B6.
The fire department walks up. He goes, "Hey," and he has
Bishop
the
E3.
iPhone. He goes, "I don't know if this is yours, one of your guys's, or his," and points to Isaac on the ground, and
Bishop
says,
captures
"But we found
E3.
this over there where the body."
Queen captures E3.
And I'm thinking, what the body was? Okay, well, the body didn't move
Bishop
that much
captures
because
E3.
witness
Knight captures
Robert
B3.
said the body just moved
Knight
like
G3.
2
Right
feet
here.
because the
Knight
jacked
F1.
up truck ran over him, and the front axle.
You could tell by his very light colored clothing that he also did not roll.
Castles
Yeah, he didn't roll.
queenside.
He just Isaac's feet were kind
Pawn
of
B4.
pointed west, so when the
Bishop
truck hit him,
B6.
it went over. But it was a jacked up F-150, and the front axle, he said, struck
Pawn
Isaac
A4.
in the head right here, and
Some people
and
got a
went
hold
down.
of images from
Uh-huh.
this and
Pawn
said
A5.
that this person on the ground had a tattoo on the ribs. But it turns out
Pawn
with very
H3.
close examination that was actually the diagram of where to place
Bishop captures
the
F3.
paddle patches.
Queen captures F3.
The defibrillating
Pawn
patches.
D5.
So, you know, if you come across that information, it's
Pawn
not a
captures
tattoo,
D5.
it's the defibrillation patches.
Knight captures
There were
D5.
things about the scene that people just breezed over, and there were things about the scene that people really
Pawn
obsessed over.
B5.
My biggest
Knight C
problem with the
E7.
whole and entire mess was that they spent less than 45
captures
seconds in this
E5.
hotel room.
Huh.
This to
Yeah.
me was
Knight
gross
captures
negligence
C3.
on the part of the police department there, all agencies
Bishop
involved.
B2.
yeah. So they split the investigation up into 3 pieces. You had the
All right, so
Department of
that would
Public
be a little
Safety,
bit better.
Arizona DPS. They handled
A little
the
better
I-40
direction there.
body on the ground.
Stronger.
Then
So
you had the
no
Coconut
need
County
to
Sheriff's
lose that
Department handle
game.
what happened
How are we
right
doing on
here on top of
time?
the bridge, interviewing witnesses and whatnot.
I can't
Right?
even
Then
see
you had
where.
the
Okay,
fire
come on,
department,
man.
which
Where's
had
the
their
time?
report when they responded down there.
Hour and 11.
Um,
Okay, yeah, we're definitely good on time.
I'll tell you
I'll
something
see
I
you
found out since
next
last time I talked to
episode.
you, Sean.
Have a
I
wonderful
went
day.
through from the beginning and I started